I'm going to stay in today and I'm going to work on my emotionally support poppet. So the first thing I want to do is I want to slice it open right here and take this tag out. And then once I do that, I'm going to remove some of the stuffing, dye him, her, I guess it's a her. I don't know, it's my emotionally support poppet. It could be a him. I'm going to dye him. It feels like a him to me for some reason. What I'm doing is I'm just ripping that seam right here out. It's just a little side and I have a little steam. What is it called? Seam ripper? So just enough for me to be able to open him up and get some of his stuffing out because we don't need all this stuffing. So we're just going to put his stuffing in a little jar so we know where it is when we want it again. So now I've been saving up my leftover coffees that I don't drink in the mornings. I've been saving it up all week, so I'm going to go ahead and put the coffee in a dish, and the coffee is going to act as my dye. So I'm going to go ahead and stick him in here. His little hands, his little arms, his little legs. Maybe I should have gotten one where he would fit all the way in it, because I'm going to leave him in here soaking for quite a long time, maybe a couple of hours. And I'll check on him and turn him and get him all where he's supposed to be color-wise for me to look a little, I guess, kind of squishy all the way down here. I guess I just want him to look worn, like he's been around for a few hundred years. That's kind of my goal. So I'm trying to get him to look a little bit browned, like he's just been around for a really long time. He's been loved by a lot of people. A lot of people have loved him before me. And now we'll just let him soak. So I haven't picked out the herbs I want yet. I'm still kind of, I know lavender and rose for sure, but I'm kind of thinking of some other herbs, maybe chamomile, which is calming. So chamomile and rose for love, and chamomile for calming, and lavender for love as well. So, and I also have I've picked out the two crystals I want to put in him. And one is rose quartz, and rose quartz is for self-love. So since he's an emotionally support poppet, I thought a rose quartz shaped in the shape of a heart, I thought would be really wonderful to put in there. And then another smaller little quartz that I've had for a really long time. The crystal quartz are really good for enhancing the magic or the power or the energy or whatever word you want to use for that of the stones that you put it with. So since I am wanting to make an emotionally support poppet and it's going to be for self-love, I'm going to put the clear quartz with the rose quartz. And so when I restuff him, I'll put these in with it. So for now, I'm going to just let him soak in there and close up my little pouch so that my quartz stays safe and sound while I wait for him to dye. No, not dye. No, we're not dyeing you. We're coloring you. Oh, that's not a good word. So here's the deal with coffee, dyeing things with coffee, is that you get this great color like this, for instance. If this was the color it was going to stay, I would keep it. But what happens is coffee tends to fade over time. And I don't anticipate myself ever washing this, but if you were to wash it, it would probably take most of the coffee dye out. I don't anticipate myself washing it. In fact, probably what I'll do is right after I'm done, right after I get a couple shades darker than I want, I'll take him out in the back, and I'll put him out in the sun, and that sun will help just set that coffee dye in there. A lot of people use tea. I'm actually told that tea is better for dye than coffee, just like black tea. But maybe I'm not making it strong enough or what, but I don't seem to get a lot of success with trying to color and dye things with just black tea. So anyway, we're letting the coffee do its thing, and I'll see you back here later. So I've already gone through and I dug through my apothecary, and all the way up here, all the way down here. I didn't want to film it because it's a lot. And you can see here a few are missing, and those are pretty much my favorites, which are rose. That's what I'm gonna put in my poppet. So my poppet is all dried. I've stained him to make him look like he's been well loved long before I ever got a hold of him. So here he is. So now I'm going to take the stuffing that I took out of him and the rose quartz that I showed you earlier and the clear quartz that I showed you earlier. And then I have a mixture here of rose, chamomile, and lavender that I'm going to put in. So we're not going to need all this stuff. I'm going to grab a little tool that I have, and it says switch on the tool. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go ahead and use it to stuff his head. I'm going to put the little heart, the rose quartz. Oh God, I just hurt my wrist. I should be wearing my cast, but I'm trying. He did tell me, the doctor did tell me to try to do simple things without it so that I don't start, so my muscles don't start depending on the cast. But if it starts feeling fatigued, that maybe I should put it on. So I'm kind of thinking I might put it on because it is starting to hurt a little bit. Now I'm doing the clear quartz is going to go in. So we have all that, and then I think I'm just going to go ahead and use this hand, my left hand, to stuff it because my right hand is starting to hurt a little bit, and I probably will go put my brace on and just, you know what, give me a few minutes. I'm going to go put my brace on. Honestly, it feels so much better when I put it on. I take it off when I have to do certain things like take a shower or certain things like that. But yeah, it sure does feel a lot better when it's on. Now is the herbs are in there, the crystals are in there. I put his stuffing back, and now all I need to do is sew up his little side here and then start my embroidery work on him and maybe make him some clothes or something. I'm thinking I'd really like to make a little dress, but then that would make her a girl poppet. And I feel like it's oh, it smells so good. I'll see as he or she develops. I'll let him or her tell me who they are. Okay, So that's it for now. I'm going to go rest my hand because I think I might have overused it a little bit. And I'll see you when I'm ready to start the embroidery work. So I'm kind of feeling pouty right now because I want to work, but my hand is hurting me too much to work. So I'm getting all my things together. And here's my embroidery basket. Oh gosh, I'm trying to hold it with my right hand so that I can use my left hand to like show you things, but my right hand is shaking so bad from the pain that I can't even hold it still. I can't even hold the camera still. Aw. Anyway, so here's my embroidery bin. Here's my rings. And here's my needles right here that I use. And I have some other needles in here too, but these are mostly the ones that I use. And this is a color I think I've chosen to stitch. Oh, and I have my little candies here to make me feel better. And so I'm going to use this color to stitch him up. So since I can't use my hand to do embroidery, I made the decision to come to my grimoire. And as you see, some of the pages are not done. And find my page on poppets. So I have table of contents because I have some blank pages. I know what I want to put on these pages, but they haven't gotten finished yet. So I know my poppets are with my charms. So I flip the page, and this is where my poppet information's supposed to be. It looks like I had some there and I took it off. I don't know. So my grimoire failed me. I don't have any of my poppet information on the poppet page. So I think maybe what I'm going to do is as soon as I'm able to use my hand again, I'm going to finish my poppet page so that I have information on my poppet. I'm going to clip my pages here so that it stays open. So now every day when I wake up, we'll wake up to the blank page. This should be a poppet page. So because my hand is really giving me some grief today, I think I'm gonna go ahead and package up my little basket full of all the things I need to complete my poppet, but probably won't complete him this weekend. I was hoping to have him done. I don't want to push it and hurt my hand worse. So I'm going to make this part 1 of 2 parts.